guys, I'm Nicole and welcome to my channel. Today I'm sitting out in my garden when I film this video, so hopefully it's not too noisy out here with bug or bird noise. I know there's a lot of nature sounds going on, which it's not bothering me. I just don't know how it's going to come through in the video. But I hope you guys are having a great summer. It is coming to a close soon, it seems like. I know for some people they might start school a little later on, but we usually start back in August, so it is right around the corner for us. So I'm really excited about it, and that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is homeschooling. But first, let me just show you this. I made this morning for a customer in my Etsy shop. Isn't this cute? It's a pack of 5, or a set of 5 little hand towels. I make personalized towels in my Etsy shop, and I'm going to link that below in case anybody's interested. But somebody wanted a set of 5 with names of all their friends, and they're going to give them away as gifts. And I thought that was so sweet, and it was fun to make, and I love birds, and they chose this bird cage design, and I thought it was just precious. So I wanted to show that to you. I also love vintage design, so whenever I can make something with a vintage design, it makes me excited because I really love that kind of thing. So anyhow, I want to talk a little bit just about homeschooling, just maybe a little bit of homeschooling encouragement, if you will. I have been homeschooling my kids for 20 years now. Not every year has gone perfectly, and I mean, I guess none of the years have gone perfectly, and there's always, little things that come up, but through it all, it's just, I've seen God working in our lives, and I've seen just an amazing, it's just affected our family in a really amazing way. I believe we've become closer because of homeschooling, and it's just given me more time to be with my kids, and just so many wonderful things. And so I really want to encourage you today, if you guys either are homeschoolers or thinking about homeschooling, some of the reasons why it might be a good idea for your family. I wrote down a few things in my planner, so I want to try to remember to talk about. But there's so many benefits to homeschooling. If you look at the public schools, I know that they try their best. They really do. I'm sure of it. But it's just like so many kids that they have to cater to. It can be really difficult. Sometimes kids might kind of fall through the cracks in that system. I know that happened with my husband to a large extent. And then for me, I went through a terrible experience, I guess when I was in elementary school, on the school bus with an older boy, and it was just terrible. It was an abusive situation, and I decided that I did not want my kids in that. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want them to experience those things. I know I can't protect them from every little thing in life. Absolutely. I mean, I wish I could, but I can't. But when they're under my roof and they are this age, I want to do the best I can to protect them from things, and just to help give them the best start in life that I can give them. And I think homeschooling has really helped our family to do that. It's not the only way to do it, absolutely not. And I know there's lots of people that have had great public school or private school experiences, but that just wasn't my experience, or really my husband's experience either. And so I really wanted something different for my kids. And I think it's important for us to remember that we know our kids better than anybody else in the entire world, and we really and truly want what's best for them. We know their strengths, we know their weaknesses, we know what they need to a large degree. And so I think that we don't need to underestimate ourselves. So I thought that I needed some type of formal education maybe to teach my kids, but in actuality that's not true. When I was younger, I actually went to college for a while, studying early childhood education, because I thought in order to teach my kids well, I really needed to know this stuff. And I took so many classes, and I never did get that teaching certificate though, because I could not bear to be away from my kids to do the actual student teaching. And so I didn't do that. What I would do is for my associate's degree, I took so many early childhood education classes, but then when it came time to do the student teaching, I was like, nope, I can't do that. And so I switched my major over to public service, which accepted all of those early childhood education classes as a core, and I finished that up there. And then for my bachelor's degree, I finished off in psychology, because I just could not bear to leave my kids to do the student teaching. But once I actually started to teach them from home as a homeschool mom, I realized that I really didn't need any of that stuff. There's so many resources available to homeschool parents to help them along, to give them encouragement, like the teacher's guides, to like tell you what to say in them. I mean, there's just so much, guys. There's so much. You don't need a degree. You don't need any of that stuff. Really, all your kids need is you, and you just need to have just a willingness to learn and willingness to put in the work to help your kids learn. And if you can do that, then that's all you need, and they are going to do great. Another really big plus to me for homeschooling is that you can like totally personalize the curriculum to your children. In public school, it's more of a one size fits all until you get into the older grade levels. And which, I mean, I know there's probably a little bit of personalization in there through the other grades, but it's really not to the extent that you can do as a homeschool parent. You can pick up on your kids' interests and then try to find curriculum that suits their needs 100%. And you can even make up your own curriculum if you look up this type of things that your children need to learn on each grade level. You can totally customize what your kids are learning. And I think that's wonderful. Like, I have changed curriculum so many times through the years, depending on each individual child and what they needed. And I mean, sometimes even in the middle of the year, I've changed my curriculum up because I could tell that they were not really learning or getting it the way they needed to, and they could with a different curriculum. And so that's something amazing about homeschooling. And I think it's awesome. If your kids are wanting to go to college, you can tailor it to that. If they're not wanting to go to college, you can really try to teach them things or give them courses that will help them in whatever they want to do in their vocation. And so I think that's really amazing, and I recommend homeschooling very highly for that reason too. And then also, you just have so much quality time with your kids if you're homeschooling. Even just, I don't know, it's quality time and quantity time. I've heard a lot of people say that quality time is better than quantity time. And I understand that totally, but at the same time, I think that the amount of time that you're physically with your kids also matters. And I think if you're with your kids more often, you're going to have a lot more opportunities to create those memories. And I don't know, just even with their siblings, if they are with them more often, I just think that they have a better chance of being close and having great memories to carry on to, hold on to when they become adults. And so overall, I really think it's just a really good situation to try if you've not tried it before. But like every year, it's an exciting time for us. And so we are getting ready. We are going to be starting up soon. I'm going to have, let's see, a first grader, a third grader, a fifth grader, an eighth grader, and a 12th grader this year, as well as a preschooler. My 3-year-old, I don't usually do much, if anything, for preschool for 3-year-olds specifically, but he really loves to kind of do what everybody else is doing. And so I think that I'm going to try to do a little bit with him. Actually, it was so funny when I was making the towels that I showed you at the beginning of the video earlier today. He followed me around with a little towel, trying to do everything I was doing. It was really, really cute. And so he really just likes to be involved in, what our family is doing. And so I think it's just important to remember you're going to have hard days. You're going to have hard weeks. You probably want to throw in the towel here and there. I never really got quite to that point, or I haven't, but I think it's because of some of the experiences that I had in school just made me think, almost like that's just not an option. Like, I just don't want that for my kids at all. And so, yeah, I think that it's a great thing to do if you're able to do it. And if you're not able to do it, that is okay. It's not like your family is going to be ruined if you can't homeschool or anything like that. You can do amazing things and have amazing memories and give your kids an amazing childhood, even if they're not homeschooled. But I just wanted to just stop in and talk about that for a little bit, because I know it is getting close to time. I'm really surprised because our school system, normally it starts back in August, but it's going to start back in September. But we're going to go ahead, I think, and start in August, have a little bit more breaks, give us a little bit more wiggle room. I've gotten almost all of our curriculum ordered, and it's almost all here, and it's just really exciting. I'm going to sign up my 12th grader for the ACT in the fall. I actually am going to try to do that today. I've got it written in my planner. I've had it written in my planner for a week now, but today is the day I'm going to try to remember to get that done. And so anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will talk with you soon.